Let's talk about our furry, furry, and sometimes scaly friends. Yes, I'm talking about pets. What role do they play in our homes?
Indeed, and they do play a role, whether it's the dog that welcomes you at the gate, that's a loyal dog that is, or the colorful parrot that mimics your words. Vibrant pets have become a part of our daily lives. And we have some right here in the studio.
Yes, Thelma, they are becoming more than just animals. They are family, companion, our guards. Pets are necessary sometimes in our homes.
They are necessary and they are loved. You know that traditionally dogs were seen as loyal protectors. They guarded our homes and our farms. Nowadays, the type of pets that we have depict who we are and our type of lifestyle. We welcome you very warmly to Weekend Deal today as we focus on the role of pets in our homes. Weekend Deal is streaming live on all our social media handles at NTA Network. My name is Thelma Obaze. Welcome.
Some animals are lifesavers, they are our guard, they are protectors. But what role exactly do they play in our homes and how can we properly care for them? I am Patience Eloy Abba, and this remains your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, coming to you live from the network service of the NTA. We'll be delving deeper into the world of pets, but that will be right after the AM news with the beautiful Zanret.
It's good to see you, ladies, and welcome to the AM News. Now, the House of Representatives has launched an investigation into excessive deduction of taxes and sundry charges from the earnings of civil and public servants. The House, at her committee set up for the probe, will also investigate multiple bank charges imposed on customers' accounts across the country. Lawmakers at an inaugural sitting say the investigation has become imperative arising from numerous complaints received from civil servants and other citizens about inconsistencies in bank charges and tax deductions.
The excess of reducing money from salaries to pay house rent, at the end of the day, they cannot be able to pay their house rent. Where are those money? That is why we are here. So I will beg all agencies to cooperate with us.
These deductions have also denied a lot of Nigerians disposable income, causing more hardship to Nigerians. And this is why most Nigerians are crying out to the House to say, please look into these unlawful deductions.
So that at the end of the exercise, we'll be able to see that the interest of our public and civil servants is well protected.
The House of Representatives is assuring Nigerians that it will ensure that financial practices, whether in government or banking institutions, align with principles of justice and equity. Now, following President Bola Tinubu's directive to provide free health care for low-income pensioners under the contributory pension scheme, it's a new dawn for retirees as a competent board of trustees has been inaugurated to oversee the pilot pension industry healthcare initiative known as PenCare. Maria Adozakari has details.
For years, many pensioners have had to choose between paying hospital bills and meeting daily needs. But that may soon change. This is as the National Pension Commission, in collaboration with licensed pension operators, are joining forces to fund free healthcare services for retirees across the country.
Do you know that to buy insulin to handle a diabetic pensioner costs almost 13,000 naira for a pensioner to buy an insulin?
At the initial stage, about 20,000 pensioners are expected to benefit from the scheme.
Members of this board have been carefully selected for their integrity, competence, and deep professional experience in the pension, health, and financial sectors.
Let's start with a pilot scheme, or perhaps phase one, so to speak. And the whole idea is to see, can we start with the most vulnerable?
The initiative will serve as a corporate social responsibility effort by both PENCOM and the licensed pension operators, aimed at supporting beneficiaries of the contributory pension scheme. The Board of Trustees have competence and integrity as guiding principles as they steer the affairs of the Pension Industry Healthcare Initiative, PenCare. Maria Ado-Zakari, NTA News.
The Nigerian Police Force is strengthening its operations to tackle sexual and gender-based violence as it partners the GS Foundation in sharpening one of its most vital tools, human sensitivity, through a specialized training for gender desk officers from the North Central Zone. Francis Form reports that the training is in line with the country's ongoing human rights and justice reform agenda.
In a society where victims of sexual and gender-based violence often carry invisible scars, the Nigeria Police Force is lighting a candle in the dark through a 2-week intensive capacity-building workshop for senior gender desk officers from the North Central Zone. The training aims to sharpen the officers' investigative skills, deepen their understanding of gender-based laws, and strengthen accountability in handling cases of abuse and exploitation.
It is expected that all that we have learned from here, we go back to our command, organize step-down training to the other gender officers to prepare them adequately to handle these cases of sexual and gender-based violence.
I've now known better ways of handling gender-based violence professionally.
And they are going to ensure that all perpetrators are being brought to book.
The workshop also focuses on survivor-centered approaches, digital documentation, and interagency collaboration, ensuring that desk officers become beacons of hope for victims who have long suffered in silence.
As officers, and we intend to use all those laws to the best of our ability to serve as deterrents for others that are planning to do such things.
We have invited a prosecutor to talk about what he expects from the investigators, how to approach victims, because this is a very sensitive issue.
Through initiatives like this, the force hopes to build public confidence, one trained officer and one restored life at a time. Francis from NTA News.
Now, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, SAN, has accepted the 2025 Nigeria's Pride Award for Most Impactful Minister of the Year 2025. Citing the proven integrity and seasoned journalistic track record of the event's founder, Bonaventure Phillips Mella, Keyamo, who has declined numerous other honors, stated that receiving recognition from journalists of high pedigree who genuinely assess performance holds special significance and serves as an encouragement for his ongoing work.
There's nothing as fulfilling as receiving an award from very seasoned journalists who have followed your trajectory, who know exactly what you have done and what you're doing. Because for people like you, you come with a certain level of integrity because of your pedigree and what you have done before. It is a huge, sign that we are trying our best where we are. It's also a good encouragement for us, but do not fail to tell us when we go wrong.
During the presentation in his office, he commended Mella's long-standing commitment to promoting quality leadership in Nigeria, wholeheartedly accepting the award as a validation of his ministry's efforts while urging continued constructive criticism. And that's it on the AM News. The lovely duo will be back after this break. Stay tuned.